was difficult. But you won. Welcome to the NRL News channel. Sign up now and get the latest news from Australia's best competition. Let's go to the news. The Sydney Roosters have recorded one of the greatest wins in club history to overcome the Cronulla Sharks on Saturday evening in the NRL's first elimination final. The Roosters played most of the game with their backs to the wall, some of it through their own fault during the first half as they turned over the ball and gave away penalties, and some of it not as the second half saw the Tricolours suffer multiple injuries. Both Joseph Suaalii and Joey Manu both found themselves out of the game with injury, while James Tedesco spent time in the sin bin. At one stage, the Roosters had Siwa Wong in the centres and Sandon Smith at fullback, but only conceded a single try during the period their captain was in the sin bin. Despite that putting the Sharks up 12 points to 6, it ultimately wasn't enough, with a lucky try to Siwa Wong down the stretch tying things up before a Sam Walker field goal inside the final 10 minutes put the Roosters ahead. The Sharks would have two chances to tie the game with a field goal, only for charge downs from James Tedesco and Luke Keary to save the day for the Bondi-based side. Earlier in the contest, both teams tried to let the other back into the game with a sloppy first half, which Cronulla controlled for the most part. Only Sione Katoa could put points on the board in the first half, with the club dropping multiple balls and struggling for any rhythm in the halves. The Roosters came out of halftime a renewed side and put the first try of the stanza on through Joey Manu, and while points were at a premium from there, the Tricolours' defence had to be perfect with players out of position. The win means the Roosters will go into next weekend's semi-final against the Melbourne Storm, although could be without Suaalii, concussion, and Manu, hamstring, while the Sharks fall out of the finals again. The Roosters have pulled off their biggest victory of the year, defeating the Sharks 13-12 in the Shire to book themselves a spot in Finals Week 2. Leave your opinion in the comments. We'll be back with more news at any time. Don't forget to leave your like.